Alright, hey guys, I'm going to do a quick video on some addition and subtraction technique that we've been doing here in school. I'm going to show you, first we'll start with addition, I guess, really, but addition and subtraction is nothing new to us here in 5th grade because we do it every day. We do it every day with money, and somebody gives us money, we earn money, we take our money that we currently have and we add it to the money that we're given. And when you follow those steps of just adding up your money, you're really doing what you're supposed to be doing when you add and subtract. Okay, and adding and subtracting has a lot to do with place value. And it kind of makes sense because if, let's just say with addition, let's just say you happen to have, I don't know, $146 in your wallet, and somebody were to give you another, say, someone very nice gave you $213. What you would do is probably you would take your money and you would pile it all together, and you would look to first see how many $100 bills you had. Well, if you had a $100 bill before, and now somebody else gave you 2 additional $100 bills, we have a total of 3 $100 bills, right? And then you'd probably look to see your next largest bill, and you have a bunch of 10s, and so you had 4 10s in your wallet, and somebody else gave you another 10, and so now you have a total of 5 10s, totaling $50. And then you'd go down to your singles, and you'd look at your 6 singles and your extra 3 singles that somebody gave you, and so yeah, you have a total of 9 singles. What most of us do when we add money is we kind of look at it in this way, and we put it all together, and we end up with a total of $359. And so this method that we just did real quick, this is called our partial sums. All right, partial sums is nothing more than our typical way that most of us would add our money. All right, going from our largest place value over here in the hundreds, then down to our 10s and down to our 1s, and if you happen to have a whole lot of money in your wallet going on to the thousands or 10,000s, you're just going to treat it in the same way. Right? But it's important that when you add or subtract that you line up your place values. All hundreds should be together, all 10s should be together, and all singles should be together, okay, no matter if you're adding or subtracting. And another way to do the same problem is with our traditional way, and this is the way most of our parents, your parents, have learned. Okay, myself and your parents, we learned really to work backwards, and this is our carrying over. So actually I'm going to change this a little bit. Let's make this an 8. And so we start with our singles, and we ask ourselves, it really revolves around our basic facts. So 8 plus 3. 8 plus 3 is 11. You can't write an 11 like this because you have 11 ones. Once you get to 11 ones, you're now out of your 1s and you're moving into your 10s. So when you hear about bringing over, you're really bringing over a 10 and you're leaving a 1. That 10 and this 1 was our original 11. So now we have 6 in our 10s column, and we have a 3 in our hundreds column. Okay, that's what you would call the traditional way when you carry over, I guess. But really what you're doing is just moving from 1s to 10s when you have extra, and so on. All right. Subtraction. Let's do subtraction. Subtraction is extremely similar. And we'll just go in the other direction. So again, you want to line everything up, and we'll do a decimal in this one. Let's do our $146, and we're going to say we have a little change. Let's say we have 23 cents. And we're going to subtract, let's say $50 and 51 cents. So if I want to subtract $50 and 51 cents, the most important thing again is to line everything up correctly. Line up those decimal points and line up those 10s and those 1s. Alright, the traditional way, which is the only way I'm going to do right now today, is to again start with your smallest place value. In this case it's hundredths. I got 3 minus 1 is 2. And I have a 2 minus 5, but that's a problem. If you only have 2 tenths, you can't take away 5 unless you borrow from your next largest place value. So I'm going to borrow. I'm going to make my singles into tenths, so I'm going to almost take one away. Or my 6 becomes a 5. And I'm moving over a 10 to make this 12. 12 minus 5 is 7. Keep that decimal lined up. 5 minus 0 is 5. 4 minus 5 I cannot do, so I need to borrow again. 14. And I end up with $95.72. Alright, those are the basic ways of adding and subtracting that we've been working on here in Everyday Math for 2.2, 2.3. And that's it for now. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give you a quick problem. I'm going to pause the video, do the problem, and see if you get this answer. Okay? Let's do the problem, subtraction problem. Let's do 61 and 7/10, and we're going to subtract 13 and 23, or I'm sorry, 61 and 7/100, and we're going to subtract 13 and 23/100. So go ahead, pause the video, and then you check back to see if you've done it right. Pause now. Alright, let's see if you did it right. I'm going to show you my work. 7 minus 3 is fine. 0 minus 2 is no good. Okay, you need to borrow, making my 0 into a 10. 10 minus 2 is 8. 0 minus 3 can't do. I need to borrow again. 10 minus 3 is 7. 5 minus 1 is 4. 47.84. Alright, catch you next time.